In this video, we will look at commissioning. Learning content, importing an asset list, adding and modifying assets, status sets, adding barcodes or QR codes to assets, and project locations. The Assets tool in Autodesk Build allows you to track and manage the life cycle of all the project's assets, equipment, from design through to commissioning and handover. With Assets, teams can track an asset from specification to acceptance, including the use of customized status steps. It's easy to maintain an inventory of the job site equipment, carry out inspections, document defects, and generate issues related to assets for quick resolution. If we select the assets on the left hand side here, this allows us to add in our asset list. This can easily be done by selecting Import Assets. We can download the sample file, which allows us to open up examples to utilize. As you will see here, we have a number of columns and rows to choose from. Please note, we cannot change the position of any of these columns, delete them, or remove them in any way. So when working on our projects, we need to ensure that we complete the relevant fields. Categories specifically are set out as defined, and also putting certain elements and ensuring the information provided within the spreadsheet is correct, as this can cause issues. Here's an example one I've already created. I've completed the name fields, category fields, description, location and status. Before I upload this, I'm just quickly going to switch back to the build application. Now it's important, just coming out of this window, going to the settings at the top right hand side, you'll see under here it's going to specify the category. We can define some custom fields, and it's important that we get the status set correct, otherwise this won't be picked up. So you'll notice here we have a default status set with a number of listed fields that we can specify. I'm going to make sure that all mine say specified in the table, and once finished we're going to set the permissions appropriately for all the users on the project. Let's go and upload our template. So you'll see here I'm going to go and import assets. I can do this a manual process, but this can take some time if you've got a long list. This time I'm just simply going to go and drag across the file and press import. Bearing in mind this can take some time when uploading. Here you go, my list is now complete. This only took a few moments to upload. I have 3 categories on the left hand side. I have pumps, mechanical and electrical. Each one has subcategories such as emergency lighting, air handling unit, and then subcategories of that, which are the assets themselves. So for example, if I select this air cooled chiller, you'll see we have 3 in the list. It has specified its name, the category, the status. There is no linked files as of yet. The description, there's no location as such, but we're going to add those in a moment. And also the date and time. For example, if I select one element, it brings up the detail list on the right hand side. You'll also know there's some other further headings such as references, activity log. Now you may want to make certain changes appropriately across a number of elements which are the same. If I come over here and tick the box so it highlights all of them, you'll see on the right hand side the window's still open, but it's selecting the original one. This time I'm going to select edit. You'll see on the right hand side it's allowing me to edit a number of elements. I can choose the category, I can choose the status. For example, this could change, i.e. I'm going to change this to delivered. I could select the location. Now the location defines the building or the site and parts of a location within a building you can identify. I will come back to that one in one moment. If I select, for example, these 3 assets may be on my level 00. I can then add things like description and reference. I'm going to click save. You'll now see these haven't actually changed. I'm just going to come down to the bottom. You'll see here I'm just going to refresh and it's updated appropriately in the, for example, a location now defined, and it now says delivered. As we're going through the project, we can add information to this. We can also include things like barcodes. The locations which are added part of the assets can easily be included into a project. This needs to be done through the project admin. I'm just going to come up to build here and select my project admin. I now need to click on settings and locations. You will see here we currently have a list of different locations within the project. This was simply added up by uploading a template. We can add them in as a default by simply going add subcategory in here. How this works is, for example, we download our template like so and complete the empty template. You'll notice here there's an example to help you understand how it can work. We have the different tiers which we can complete. As you'll see here under tier 1, it's saying tower 1, tier 2 has all the different levels within that building, and then tier 3 has all the rooms specifically in that building. This is how the information will work when you upload it. So as you can see in here, we've got it first of all by project, by building number, by level, and room number specifically. So when we select them, we can easily pick the right space within the asset. Let's switch back to the build area. I'm going to go back to assets, and now I'm going to look at barcode. As you'll see, the categories are listed. I'm just going to go across the right hand side, and you'll notice here under my electrical elements, my fire alarm, I currently have a barcode. We need to add these via the mobile app. So simply what we can do, either creating a barcode or QR code and attaching it directly to the asset. So let's go and place another one. Once in the mobile app, we need to go over to the assets part of the app, selecting the specific asset we wish to add a barcode, then clicking on scan, hovering over the specific barcode to add in. Once added, you'll see some letters and numbers included as part of the asset barcode. Let's do this again, but this time using a QR code to scan and include as part of the asset. Once the barcode or the QR code has been added, each user can use the mobile device to scan over the asset element and bring up the specific data using the mobile device.